I want. Oh,
Hi, everyone. Mm, is anybody on? Hello?
okay. You're live, Daisy. Go ahead.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Aphrodite Divina. How are you tonight? So, we're going to do some love tips, advice, and some magical work. And I could give you some good tips before you go on your date or how to meet men and how to keep them. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. And I also have my love card. So if you want a reading from me or a one card reading, you can ask. And also, you can find me in this website if you want a more of a depth reading. So I know by the pandemic, it's very hard to date right now. So most people are doing is dating apps, but you got to be careful who to see and which apps. Like maybe the more serious apps would be like match.com or Bumble or Cupid been okay, but don't go on Tinder. Only if you go on Tinder if you just want one night stand and that's it. So you have to be really careful who you see right now. Right now they put different kinds of photos that don't match, so you kind of do like a background check on these guys now or women to see what they're looking for, if they're telling the truth, if sometimes they lie about their pictures. Also, there's a lot of things that you can do before you, let's say you're going on a date and you want it to be a nice romantic date. You can burn a red candle with it don't have to be the guy's name. It could be like you could write a petition on the candle and carving it, and you could say you want a romantic night, or you, if you want passionate night, you could write I want a hot, sexy, steaming, passionate night on the candle. But you do that and you put your intentions, you do that the date. So the intention is there before you go on the date. So you have a good, wonderful time. Or let's say you want to get romantic with that person and you've been with them for a while now. You can also do, I always pick red, a red candle or a pink candle. It depends on the situation. If I want hot, steamy sex, I'll put a red one. If I want love, passionate, I put a pink one, and I will burn it while the person is there, and it does make a difference. It does make a difference. It's more romantic, more passionate, it just like smooth the ambiance and brings the higher vibration. That's another also good thing. Another good thing that I always do, I always use um, honey for lip gloss. Well, honey, because honey attracts loving, sweet things. So you're attracting loving, and then when they kiss you, it's like love, sweet tasting, like you're the dessert. So that's a good thing to do too when you go on a date. And also, there's so many things you could do with honey. I love honey. Honey is all over my house, right? So if somebody is mad at you and you want them to talk to you, a good thing that my high priestess lady Ria, my mama, she taught me is you put honey on a spoon and you're talking to them, and you're making that sound, like that's making them curious of what are you doing, and making them more attracted to you, and they want to know. You just say, and if they ask you, like you heard this story a lot, if they ask you what are you doing, I'm sucking on honey, you're going to give exotic right away. They're going to come to you fast. And also, if you had an argument and you want him to talk to you sweet things and you don't want him angry, you could take the honey and you put it like a cross and you speak to him. That also will calm things down and makes you talk sweet, loving things to you. There's so many things that you can do. It's unbelievable. Also, I work with a lot of crystals. Like if you want to attract good love, I always wear rose quartz. Rose quartz is really good for attracting love and romantic love and peaceful love and calming love. And it's also good for self-love. Some you have to work on yourself and heal yourself to open the roads to your love life, because if you don't take care of yourself first and be confident, you block your own roads to your own love life. So the more you're more confident and the more you love yourself, the more attraction people come to you, and they will come to you. All the attraction for men will come to you, or women, they will come to you and open, because you're opening that vibration and you're letting go of all the negativity, and you're just bringing positive, because you don't realize, like, if you keep going with toxic relationships and you don't let it go, you block your love life. You really block your love life. And if you don't think positive, you also block your love life. So you got to think so positive. Don't think negative, because sometimes it's bad to say but, or I wish, or I knew, or you start overthinking. You don't know that your words are powerful, and you spelling your own words. So I suggest that when you talk and you want to know about someone, you go about that specific person, you go, I will, I am, he is, in the present, like you have it already and you visualize it. That's how you manifest a good relationship. Also, a good thing is I'm a manifester, so I like to write and manifest my relationship goals. So it really works good. So I manifest, and because the power of thought is really strong, and it's even stronger than magic. It's so powerful if you know how to use it and you learn how to visualize it. Like let's say you want to do a manifestation book, right? You get the book, you make it pretty, you be creative, you putting all that energy inside that book. Like you could put a poem about soulmate. I do that. A picture about the guy you kind of, or woman, that's description of how you want them to look. You could also put, if you want to get married, or wedding dress, or broom, how you want them to look, or happiness, things that make you happy, flowers, hearts, whatever you want in that book. So also, when I always write, I always put the Venus sign and I put the Mercury sign, because I want my thoughts and words to be heard and for the universe to hear it. So I would write you have to be very detailed. In the detail, you have to be specific of how you want that person to look and how you want them to act in your relationship, and how what kind of life you want from that relationship. So the way manifestation work is, you're thinking and you start visualizing it so much, you believing everything is coming true. So you're writing all that energy, so you're putting full force, hot energy, fire energy, as you writing it, and you visualizing, and before you know it, the persons that come to your life and get attracted to you is the person that you wrote on your manifestation works. Believe me, that works 100%, because I've been doing that for a while now, and I only get one certain type of guy that comes. And it's because you visualize them as so much that the universe is hearing what kind of type you want and what kind of life you want. Or, so I suggest, and I always tell everybody, I'm very big at manifestation and the power of thought. So you have to be careful sometimes how you talk, because you don't realize that you mirror the way you feel, you mirror on your specific person. Like if you're getting anxiety or you overthinking too much, he's getting that feeling also. And it pushes him away, him or her. It pushes them back. If you're thinking really positive, you're pushing him more forward. So, it's really, everything is manifestation for me, but it's really good for you to manifest what you want. You also don't have to do it on love. You could do it on career wise, because I have a different book for everything: career, money, family, your goals that you want in your life. You can manifest anything your little heart desires. It's also another way of doing magic, but really thinking magic, powerful magic, power of thought. Powerful of thought could go away so much. You could and visualize. You could do anything if you visualize. You don't have to cast a circle. You don't have to do any, you don't even need tools sometimes. If you visualize that the tools are there, and you see it so fluent, it's you're making your spell, you're making your work, you see it everything. You don't need anything. You could do a ring of protection just by visualizing it and it happens. But there's those are some kind of tips that I can let you know about. And there's also you know guys and girls, but mostly men, you have to learn how to treat a woman. Don't ghost no females or don't ghost no man. Just be, man enough or woman enough to say why you're not interested no more. Because some people need to be, relieved. They need to know what happened. And if you don't let them know what happened, it's like they become toxic for a next relationship. So also, try to do things that you don't want to be done to you, because sometimes it does turn around and eat you in the ass. So, be careful how you treat that person and how you want to be treated. I know it's hard, like when you break up with someone, you wish bad luck on them, but don't do that because you'll get over it. You will get over it when you go and find your other soulmate or true love or other person. You forget about the other person, but with all that negativity you put on that person, you fuck the guy up or woman up. So it's good to always think like positive on the person, wish them. And another thing that is good is, let's say you had a lot of toxic relationship, like really bad, and you've been hurt so much in a lot of toxic. What I suggest you do is you write a petition, right? You write a petition, you write all the names of the relationship that you had that was toxic and what they did in that relationship. And the reason I'm telling you is to write this down because you want to banish that. You want to throw it away. You want to burn it up. You don't want it coming back. You don't want any of those things on your new relationship because sometimes when you have a toxic relationship, it brings on to your next relationship. Let's say one of your toxic relationship, you had major trust issues because maybe he cheated or something like that. So you don't want to feel that anxiety on your next relationship. So the best thing to do is banish the toxic past, your past relationship. Cut the cords to all your exes. Cut the cords. Maybe right, and you burn it up for it won't come. It won't come no more. Some people might have a long list. Some people might have a short list. I always suggest to do that in the new moon because the new moon is to restart fresh, banish. You want to banish all of that because we all want love. We all want love. We all want perfect love and perfect trust. We all want honesty. We all want faithfulness. We all want commitment. Yes, even me. We all want that. And I wish that for everyone. So I can give you some tips to try and hold it on. Like you always gotta spice up your love life. You gotta always surprise them. You always gotta be listening to them. It's not just, oh, I do this and that's it. You always gotta work on it. You always gotta be on top of it. If you want a good relationship, you always gotta work on your relationship. Talk to each other, surprise him. Don't be the same person all the time. You know, they like that and they'll keep coming back to you on more and more. Sometimes you could also do is honey jar. We're good in doing honey jar, but honey jar you should always do only if you know that person is true for you and you know that person is completely in love with feelings, because sometimes you need to give them a little push, or sometimes you gotta make them get more courage because sometimes they're scared of their own time to get commit because they get so nervous about getting hurt. Who doesn't get nervous about getting hurt? Nobody wants to get hurt. Nobody wants to get hurt. So, if you see your relationship and it's going a little sour, but you both know that you love each other, you want to really work on this, best thing for you could do a sweetening jar, a honey jar. A honey jar, it works slow working, but it works lasting. Another, you could do a sugar jar. Sugar jar works faster, And you also shake it up every time you see him like not being affectionate or not paying attention. You shake it up the sugar jar. You can do that with their names on it. You could put their in your if you have a sugar bowl in your house, you want him sweet all the time and talk to you sweet and say sweet things to you. And you want your relationship sweet. Another thing you could do is take a sugar jar, write his name with him or she's name with a date of birth, and you put it under the sugar jar where he won't see it or she won't see it, right? And you put it there. Your life is sweet. Another thing is, if you're in a relationship too, and either the person lives with you or it's new, bake. There's is something about smelling sweet apple pie or cookies or sugar cookies, or baking sweetness in your house. Is because you're bringing sweet love in your house. It's like turns them on. Just walking in and smelling that you're doing that with your heart. It's like that's another like exotic thing for them, that they love doing that. It turns them on, like the scent of vanilla, pumpkin, things like that. Also, you could do dishes. Let's say you cook for the person. Another good thing is to do, I'm a cook witch too also. You cook, and as you cook, let's say you have some yerbas or you're cooking something sweet. I like to enchant everything and pray for everything that I cook, and you do it rotating on the circle, and in your head you're saying what you want. Oh, I want him sweet to me. Oh, he eats this food that I make for him from the bottom of my heart, he loves me forever. Or you could say, as he eats this, all he does is thinking about me. Or you can say is, he is very faithful and he only has eyes for me. And you concentrated and you cooking and cooking. It's your spelling. You're doing a spell for them to eat it, and they don't even know what happened. But that's things to do that to make them be happy and stay. There's a lot of things. And also, when you're in a relationship, also it's always good to protect your relationship, because there's so many bad eyes out there that is unbelievable. Like, it's not that they do it on purpose. Sometimes they just do it because they want what you want. Because everybody wants love and they crave for it. And some people, they don't attend to do it like that, but they get a little jealous, but they don't mean to. But it happens, but that throws negativity to your relationship. So it's also great to always protect your relationship all the time. Protect our relationship, that no one enters that shouldn't be entering. Protect the negativity that comes in the relationship. Always bring positive vibes, that we both be committed and faithful in the relationship. It's always good to protect your relationship. Am I talking too much? Is there any questions or anything that you want to ask? You could just type it in, or he could put you on. And when I finish talking about it, if you want to throw, I could do some cards for you, and then we'll do like a little spell magic work that you could do, like before you go on a date, like how you should address it. Or if you want to, if you have a relationship, also how you should dress it. We could do that almost towards the end. Is there a question or
Yeah,
anything?
Daisy, could you explain
Mm-hmm.
how to make a honey jar?
Yeah.
Just for
Okay.
some of us who don't know what one is.
Okay. This is how. Well, this is not a honey jar, but I'm just gonna like show you. Okay. You get a mason jar. You get a mason jar. Okay. You get honey. You get sugar. You get rum because you want them drunken in your love. You get cinnamon. You get regular sugar. You could put roses, lavender, chamomile. Roses is for love, passionate, romance. Cinnamon is to be spicy, spicy. Chamomile is to open your roads, to make sure your roads are open. For anything that's doing blockage, it will unblock it. Lavender, you want that love, calming, no anxiety, no overthinking. You want that one. Also, you want rosemary. You want to protect your relationship. You want to put that. And any personal concern you have. What I mean by personal concern is a hair of yours, a hair of his, a nail, um, their DNA, the saliva, anything that you get for him, an old shirt, anything. You could tie it up with you, a picture. You could get the picture of you and him, or you her and her, or he and he, or you can get a picture also of of the person by itself. And what I do, let's say this is the picture. Let's say this is the picture, right? I will write on their forehead your name. Why? Because you want them to think about you 24/7. So I put the name right there for they could think about me all the time. Then I take the back, right? And I write a little intention, what I want in the relationship and what I want him to think in the relationship and everything. So when you get all those items, you put it inside the jar and you put all these little things inside the jar. And then you put honey, a lot of honey and sugar. You put inside the jar. You put anything that you want to. I put crystals, I put seashells. Crystals I put to manifest it and to make it more powerful. I work a lot with crystals. And I also put coral shells because I want my message heard. And I work with Aphrodite, and she's from the sea and the water and seashells. So I work with that a lot. So you put everything in there, you always concentrate it, and you put I put incense inside the jar, constantly cleanse it, and then you pray. I pray on everything I put inside, and then you could put little hearts. I put rosebuds, little hearts. I put a little bit of glitter, like it depends. I put red and pink glitter, right? And I put purple, red for passion, pink for romance, and purple for domination, right? So then you put all that. So then you bless everything, and then you get a candle, right? And you get a candle, and then you carve their name, the person, your Pacific's name, you carve it this way. And if you have their date of birth, you could put their date of birth. And if you want, which I do, I put the Mercury sign and the Virgo sign. Oh, my, sorry, that's my sign. The Mercury sign and the Venus sign. I put their things, and I also put their horoscope sign, right? So then you put oil, you oil it up, right? And you could I dip it on honey and I put it all over the candle and I put sugar on the candle because I always want them nice and sweet. So then you take it here and you put it here, right? And you light it and you stare at the light, the fire and the flame, and you talk to it. You talk to it. You talk to it. And what I do, I call that Pacific's name. Let's say it's John Doe, wait, John Doe, John Doe, John Doe. I'll say over and over, like 3 or 5 times, over and over. And then I put my attentions, and I will stay with it, and staring at it, and enchanting it till it's done. Never leave the candle unattended. I should know. Never leave the candle unattended. So you could do your honey jar like on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Wednesdays is good. Monday is very good. The start of the week. It's like Monday is usually like the open roads. So it's good to put a candle on it because you never want your love life blocked. Then Wednesdays, I always do because the day of message, Mercury, it is good. And then Fridays is also good because it's the day of Venus. So that's how you do a honey jar. You have any more questions?
Yeah, Daisy, I have a question. You mentioned someone putting an evil eye on your relationship. So how would you
Yes.
protect that? You have a good relationship, maybe a girlfriend's jealous. She might even not even
Yes.
be aware of that. What do you do to protect yourself?
Well, when I want to use protection, I go to Santa Muerte. I'm a devotee of Santa Muerte. She's my bone mother. So I go to black Santa Muerte or the white or even red. What I do is I talk to Santa Muerte and I tell them to protect my relationship and everything. And so what I do is let's say I'm doing it. I will write my name. I will write my Pacific person's name on it. I'll put our date of birth and I will write a saying like, let's say, protect our relationship, any evil eye on this relationship, and no one come between this relationship or come forth to put evil on us. Protect our relationship. We do that. Then on Santa Muerta's site, I would take black ribbon, black yarn, anything, and tie it up on her side so she's always protecting. And if somebody tries to come in between us, she cuts it off. She doesn't let nobody come in. That's one way you can do it. Another way you can do it is you do a black candle and you write your name on there and his name on it and for protection. If people don't like to use black candle, you could do white. White is universal and does anything. You don't need to do anything. You could write it on a carved candle if you don't want, if you want to deal in a simpler way and write protection and what it wants, what you want your relationship to how to be protected with evil eyes and not, you don't want nobody to come between them. And that's how you could also do protection on it.
Great, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else has a question? I said mostly everything.
Well, how's this? So say you're very successful with the love spell and the guy becomes completely obsessed with you and you realize you don't want the guy. What do you do then?
You have to reverse that. You have to reverse that spell. The spell that you have to know exactly what spell you did and reverse the words and cut the cords for you to let that person free. Because sometimes the spell obsession comes out wrong. Like they become too jealous and too obsessed with you, and not in a good way, in a bad way. And sometimes that happens is when you try to do forced love. So that's me. I will never do forced love. I would have to do a reading on it and find out if it's the same love for each other, you know, for the spell, because the spell can go wrong. The spell can go wrong. You know, you don't want to force someone to love you and then you got to keep on doing it all the time and you don't know how long it'll last. And then that love won't be a true love the way it should be.
Has that happened to you?
I haven't really done no sports love yet. No, it hasn't happened to me at all. Nothing like that. Mm-mm. Neither none of my clients. No, it hasn't happened like that. That they've been um, too jealous or too obsessed or anything. No. I work a lot with figure candles. I work with female candles, couple candles, male, female, vaginas, penis candles. There's so many different kind of candles I work with when it comes to love.
Okay, we have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Is there any way to find your perfect partner, not someone you already know, someone who's truly best suited for you?
Is there any way? The way I said that your true partner could come to you if you don't look for them is by manifesting it. Sometimes you manifest your own your partner. You can manifest them. Hello?
That's from Anthony. Anthony, do you want to come online? Do you want to come on stage? Okay. Yeah, that's from Anthony.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, if some like, you know, basically a lot of people, rather than doing like a specific person, you know, like how do you find a soulmate? In other words, like what's the best ritual for,
Or
not really a
you know what I
soulmate, like
do?
yeah, like a perfect person for you.
What I do is I don't have a male. I do is I take a male candle. If it's for a man, right? If it's
Mhm.
for me and it's a man, I'll take a male candle. I write and carve on the candle how I want that person to be in my life or what am I looking for. And I will do like a love ritual and I write everything that I want him to do and I put like different kinds of hierbas around it, surround it for the purpose of how I want him. If I want him romantic, if I want him um flirty, I want him lusty, I want him passionate, if I want him honest, faithful, you because herbs are really strong also. They're very powerful on the ones that you pick. So you that's another thing. You have to be really precise on which one you use and do your background on it for it to help you on your magic purpose. It has different elements and has different purpose of everything they do. Like rosemary's protection, lavender is peace. Also open roads. Like chamomile is good for everything. Everything. It's good for everything. Um, and then I do a ritual, and I'll ask the universe or my deity, whoever I'm doing with, I ask them to bring me a perfect love and a perfect trust. When I ask for not a specific person, anyone to truly come to me, and only I get attracted is true love. That I only want true love to come attracted to me.
So what do you do right before a date? Like you're on the first
Oh,
date with
me?
someone, you're
Oh,
like, yeah.
yeah. What I do, I take a love bath. I take a love bath, do like a little ritual in my bathroom in the tub, and I have certain crystals, and I have little tea lights and incense, and I take like a bath bomb bath, and I'm thinking, I'm visualizing like the date that is happy, romantic, passionate, whatever I want. And then I put music. I put music to spice it up. Like I'll play a Aphrodite song, or I play some kind of music that I love hearing to get me all in the mood, because I love to listen to music and sing and dance. So then I light another candle, a red one, because I want that fiery love.
Mm,
That's how I start off before I go on the date.
that's great.
Hmm.
So do you want to do some love readings?
Okay, somebody has a question.
Anyone have a question? Okay. How'd you like to do a reading for me?
Okay,
I have
a
someone
reading
in
for you?
mind. Yeah.
Huh?
I
Okay.
have someone in mind.
Okay, you
Is
have
this
someone in
person,
mind.
yeah, I'm not going to say the person, right?
Hmm.
Is this
Okay, I'll use my
person,
soulmate cards. Hmm.
yeah, is this person the right person for me? How's that?
Okay, let's see. Hmm. Okay, I see you have strong feelings for this person, and also you feel like alone right now. You're feeling alone right now, but you want to find that love and that commitment with a person. This person that you're thinking about, it's like she has like a free will, like she's outgoing, and it's going to be a romance. It's going to be a good romance, and she likes your spiritual side. Hmm. But sometimes you're a little hesitant of pursuing it. You get a little nervous for pursuing, but I see it by April or May, this relationship is going to go further. And you like how this person is, and you're going to build memories for this person. This person, you are going to make an offer to this person, but you really worry about, you're always worrying about your children. But in divine timing, you're not going to regret it. seeing this person and being in a relationship. You have to learn how to forgive of your past. You do a lot of observing. It's like you're in a relationship right now, but you're only in the relationship because you have to, but you're not really happy. But this other person that you coming along, you like this person. Sometimes you feel stuck where you're at now and you want to go, you're ready to settle down, you're ready to feel that happiness. And this person is going to be good for you. The soulmate card came out. So keep on working with this person and you're going to do your own memory and don't be scared of it. Know your worth and surrender to the feelings. So keep going for that person. It's
Great,
good
thanks.
for
Anyone else want to get a reading? I have a question.
you.
So say you're in a great relationship, things are going perfectly, and then you find the person's cheating.
Wow. Okay. There's a couple of things that could you do. Sometimes you make mistakes. Sometimes you make mistakes that they're forgivable. That they cheated. It should have never happened, but sometimes it happens for reasons, and sometimes it could help your problem or it could destroy your relationship, right? So it depends all on the situation and how it happened, and if the person really regrets what they did, and they really want to work at it, it could become stronger. But, and, the only thing is that you'll always constantly feel not the trust no more, but there's also things that you can do for they won't cheat again. If you really want them in your life and you want them just for you, there are things that you can do, but you got to be careful what you do and what you're thinking about doing for that person not to be cheap. There's so many things that you could do for they won't cheat or look at anybody else. But you got to pay the consequences sometimes when you do those things. You could literally make it not stand no more.
I see. So say if it's a relationship that's happening, it's not just a one-time thing, like your
And they keep doing it
spouse,
over and over.
yeah, over and over. In other words, they're in another relationship.
So you should learn. I would do is you learn to cut it off and move on. Move on. Because if they keep on doing it, it wasn't meant to be. Or if you just don't want to move on, there are things that you could do drastically to help to make them stop cheating. That's if you're don't want to leave that relationship for anything. But the best thing would be is you move on and you go find happiness with someone else.
Do you ever do breakup spells?
Yes. Yes, I have done breakup spells, but only if it was necessary, like they were in an abusive marriage or mentally abusive, or the person couldn't take it anymore and it was cheating after cheating after cheating. I would make them walk away, the spouse, or walk away from the relationship without harming, or I would just destroy everything they have, make them bad luck. Depends on the situation.
Okay, we have another question here.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that if someone is really getting creepy with you, you can make a doll of them and put it in the freezer to chill them out. Is that true?
What is it again? Repeat it.
I heard that if someone is really getting creepy with you, maybe, I don't know, I guess a stalker perhaps, you can make a doll of them and put it in the freezer to chill them out. Is that true?
Yes, you could freeze them. Freeze them means that they don't come near you. You could freeze them. You can make a voodoo doll and put them in a coffin and bury them so they could leave you alone. You could banish them away. You could also do a black candle on them and banish them out of your life. There's a lot of things you can do. You could also put their name on your shoe and stomp on it and they won't come near you also. But there's a lot of frozen spells you could do it too. That you could also, there's another spell too, like you write their name with a black marker and you wipe yourself and you flush them down the drain. That's another way you're destroying them and putting a whole bunch of bad luck on their life.
Yeah, that's an interesting question. Now say if you, it's sort of a related issue. Say if you're in a relationship and you realize it's really not good for you and you need to move on, in other words, and you're maybe obsessed with the
Oh,
person, right? So is
yeah.
there can you tell maybe some of the viewers on how to do a cord cutting? In other words,
Yeah.
you don't want to think about this person anymore. It's
Yes.
not good for you.
I have done it. Yes. Yes, there is like when you're ready to move on and you know that person is no good for you and you just can't let them go because you love them, but you know they're bad for you. They're too toxic for you. You do cutting of the cords. And what I do, let's say I make an example. You know, I would put a female and a male, or if it's a male and a male or female or female. I will put a piece of paper, right? In a petition, and I will write down that he banished, he cut all the cords, blah blah, cut all the feelings. I don't want to feel no emotions about him. I don't want to love him no more. I want everything to go away. Let it come to him only, right? So you write whatever you've done, right? So I will get hot foot powder and I will put it down in the middle, right in the middle. And then I get a black scissors and I open the scissors and I put it right there in the middle because I want it corded. So also I would put like a string, a red string around it. And as am I saying what I want to say in the petition, I cut the cord. And I said, break this feelings, break us apart, break the emotions, banish him from my life. I don't want to feel no more. I don't want to cry no more. I don't want anxiety. I don't want any kind of feelings with him. I want him out of my life, right? And always try and end it peaceful. I wish him the best or her the best. Move on. I wish them love and everything for everything could come out good for you. So you put that, and then you also you light up the candles and you put a black candle also, like a black tea light or any kind of black powder, and you put it in the middle of the paper where the hot foot powder is there, right? And the hot foot powder you're doing is because you want them to walk away. You want them to come back no more. You don't want them to in your life anymore. That's the reason for the hot foot powder. And you could put black pepper on it. You could put chili pepper for it could do it fast. You could do a coffee too for you could make it fast. And and it's good to do cutting cords. It's good to do on the new moon, but I like to do magic anytime, on new moon or on a Saturday.
Good, thank you.
Hmm.
Anyone have any questions? Maybe Daisy, you could talk a little bit about your own journey on becoming a love witch.
Okay. Okay. I don't know how I got the love witch name, but since I was a little girl, I was always in love with love. I was always wanting love. Since I was small, like 4, 5 years old, I was always writing love poems. I was always thinking about my perfect mate. I was always thinking about being a wife. I was always thinking about marriage. That's all I cared. I didn't care about anything else, just love. And then, I had some messed up toxic relationships also, but as soon as I let go and cut the cords with that person, everything started opening my roads, and I'm finding people that I'm attracted, and I'm with someone now for a while now that is going good. You know, um, and people will always come to me with love, always with love. And I work with passion, and I would do anything to make them happy. Like, I want them to receive the love. I want them to have that love. I want them to seek that perfect love. I want them to find their soulmates, because without love, you have nothing. You could be rich, and if you don't have love, it's useless. You could be poor, but if you have love, it's treasure. It's perfect. Love is true, but love is not supposed to hurt. Love is supposed to feel good. So I always had luck with a lot of people coming to me with love work. And I love it. I like to be creative. I love to be working with, I work with a lot of love goddess. Like I work with, example, Aphrodite. I work with Hecate. I work with Frida. I work with Azuli a lot. I work with Santa Muerte because she's also loved. She's also love. I have her in red in the Bronx. You think that she's not love, but she's love too, and she does protection. So I always wanted that for everyone, and little by little, that's when everybody started calling me the love witch because that's all I want. That's all I think about. But I do other things also. I'm also a healer. I'm also a medium. I'm also I do manifestation money, protection. I do all kinds of magic. I get interested, but prefer, since everyone always wants love and they're always coming to me for love, I mostly do more work of love. I do not like to do too many breakup spells or any of that stuff or that much dark magic. Only if I have to do dark magic, I will do it. But so that's how I got the name, and Mama gave me the name of Love Witch, the Love Witch from the Bronx. So that's what I'm known now for, being the love witch. I love to read love readings. I like to see them happy. When they get happy and they get a good love reading, it makes my day because they get so excited and so happy, and I give them that hope. I will try to do anything I can in my power for them to find that love. If I have the gift, sure not. Why not use it and give it out and helping?
That's great.
Hmm.
Let's see if we have another question. One second. Can you tell us more about Santa Muerte and the role she plays in love magic? That's very interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Sa-
people
Sa-
think Santa Muerte is,
Yes, they think Santa
dark.
Muerte is
Yeah.
bad, and you
Mhm.
think that she only does protection or dark magic. No, she's not. She is my bone mother. She has a lot of different personalities. She be good, she could be bad, she could be loving, she could be everything you want to, and she doesn't judge. She doesn't judge if you're bad or good or anything. The way I use love, I use her Santa Muerte, she has different colors, right? So I have a pink one and I have a red one that I use for love only with her. So she wears the red robe, and that's more, signifying the color of passion, and loving, because, she also loved roses, and, roses are good for romance in the color red. So she's also a protector. So she wants to see what she wants you to get, what makes you happy. Like, she will help you find the mate that you want, and she will make them not look another way or try to make them faithful. But I have a conversation with her. It's like you talking to a mother, and she wants to see you happy, and she will help you matter what you want. Matter what you want. She is not evil like people be thinking. She's not just dark magic at all. She's every kind. She's every kind, and she's what you want her to be and how you want to use her. That's why she comes in a lot of different colors. You could also use the white one if you want pure true love. You could also use that one, and then you could use her as the black one as protection if you want your relationship to be protected. And I use the pink one because I always want passionate romance love on it. But she's to me, she's like, you know she's like the Blessed Mother Mary, but in a different way. People have to really understand her and know about her before they start judging her. But a lot of people I see are opening up to her. They're opening up to Santa Muerte. Everybody's is about Santa Muerte. And I noticed that since I'm a real big devotee of Santa Muerte, I noticed a lot of people who are interested knowing about Santa Muerte or talk about her. They're all coming to me. They all come to me and ask me questions about the Santa Muerte. Like the future devotees always come to me and ask me about her, and I'm learning about her every day and teaching, and I like teaching, so I will teach people who want to know about her all the time, because I like teaching too. Mm-hmm.
Oh, very interesting. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so tell me this. the difference between love magic and glamour magic? Because I know they're connected. I mean, we all want to be
Oh, I do
attractive.
glamour magic. Yeah.
So maybe you can
I
give
do a
some
lot of
tips on
my
how to have that glamorous sort of energy when you go out, because that's connected to
I
seduction as
changed
well.
it. If you would have seen me years before, I wasn't like this. Glamour magic makes you more confident, make you more beauty. It's like makes you look younger because you're believing it and everything happens. Like I do a lot of glamour magic always. Like I have a beauty altar in my bedroom. Beauty altar. It's full of perfumes. It's full of lipsticks. It's few creams, everything beauty I have in that altar. And in that altar I have hello? Hello? You can
Oh, we
hear
hear
me?
you. Oh yeah.
Yeah, 'cause this one can you hear me still?
Yes.
Okay. It needs to charge. I guess talk to this earpods is new. Let me charge it for a little bit. Hello? You can hear me?
Yes, we can. Great.
Okay. So everything I purchase on beauty, I always put it on my altar and I'm enchanting it. I'm enchanting it and blessing it and saying, keep this beauty and glamorous and everything. So when I use it, it's giving me like a glamour spell on me. And I also, on my altar, I have azuli. I have azuli. I have pomegera for it could be always exciting, sexy, and everything. And I also have Saint Martha, dominating. So I have those three deities on my beauty altar. And I always keep it pretty. Every new lipstick, every new cosmetics, I put it there and I enchant it and I consecrate it. So when I use it, and I put a lot of crystals around there to manifest what I want about the beauty. But the beauty glamour makes me more confident. It really does make me more confident and makes me more, I guess, it makes me, since I do glamour so much, it makes me always putting lipstick on, putting makeup on, or feeling good about myself. So also the glamour magic, I also make it for to love myself more because I needed a lot of love healing. So I do that a lot because I always have to work on myself also. It's very important to work on yourself because when you work on yourself, everything better comes for you and you feel better about yourself because you need to love yourself first before you love anybody.
Oh, that's some wise advice. Could you explain a little bit about the goddess Azuli and how she fits in with love and glamour magic?
Okay. She's very girly. I work with her. I know Mama has told me about her. She's very girly and she has a certain look that she goes after. She looks for certain girly girls and she likes pink. She likes chocolate. She likes good things. She loves perfume. She loves perfume. I buy her pink champagne. She loves cupcakes. She likes flowers. She likes a lot of attention. She loves a lot of attention. So when you work with her, you have to be a little careful. You have to connect with her because she can make you cry. She can make you cry. And if she doesn't like the person that's in your life, she takes them out. She takes them out. And I've seen her do it. Like when you get close to her, I used to have an ex-best friend. She did not like her and she knew that she wasn't good for me. She totally took her out of my life and made her like cuckoo, but woke her up. So she does help you with the relationship, but it's like you have to talk to her because she's a Didi that could make you cry. Could make you cry, and she's good for glamour. She's good for prosperity. She's good for sugar daddies. She's good for hot love too, but she has to be comfortable with the person. She has to feel that they're right. She doesn't like people like they're being addicted to, like being addicted to um drugs or anything like that. She doesn't fancy that kind too much. I noticed that.
Okay, and she's
Thursdays, I believe.
yeah, she's a voodoo goddess.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
Hmm. You can
Um,
not just anybody could connect with her.
right. What's the best
Mhm.
way to connect with her?
Well, I would.
dedicate a day with her. I dedicate like her like once a month. She's not my main deity. I have a deity for every kind of different work. I go to whoever I'm drawn to. I have a lot of deities. Oh my God, so many deities. So her, I tend to see if she sees that the person is not meant for you. Oh my God, she makes you suffer and crying until you get enough courage for you to walk away from that relationship. But you sit there, and the way I connect with her, I sit there and I talk to her. I tell her my problems, and I tell her, how can I give me a message how I can fix this or what I should do. Like, she usually gives me messages how to fix a relationship or how should I work on a relationship. Um, and I just connect with her, and I give her offering her things that she likes. She loves jewelry. She loves jewelry. She likes her cupcakes too. She likes her sweet cupcakes and her champagne. There's like certain deities you can't smoke on them. Like, you can't smoke on her. She doesn't like that, or spit on. She doesn't like that either.
We have a question from Anthony, who's initiated in voodoo.
Mm-hmm.
What is the difference between Erzuli Freda and Erzuli Dantor?
Okay. Dantor, they sisters. She probably knows this about more. I don't really work with her, but I believe Dante is more for mother figures. Like a mother figure more, like a fighter more than Azuli's more into love. And I'm not sure if Dante is more into the sexuality part, the same race couple on that one. I'm not so much with Dante, so I don't know too much about her. I know they're sisters and they're always rivaling against each other. But she's more of a protector of mother and children. Dante, I know about that.
Very interesting. Well, does anyone want to get a reading from Daisy? But in the meantime, I do have another question.
Sure.
I'm really interested in what you mentioned about enchanting your, like, for
Makeup?
instance, you said you enchant your makeup.
I
Interesting.
do.
So how does one, like, if you have something like that, how do you actually enchant something? What's the best method?
Okay. When I enchant it, usually because I have all of my love altars, I have makeup on it. Aphrodite has makeup. Frida has makeup. Azuli has makeup. All of them have makeup. So when I get makeup, I get incense also, an incense, and I'll put like a pink candle. Incense would probably be like a love incense or cleansing one, and I would say, and I have crystals all over my altars. So let's say I would say, I enchant this makeup to do its purpose and always make me beautiful and always make me confident as I use this makeup. I enchant this and always make me confident and only love and beauty come to me freely. I say something like that to what I get. And I also put a cup of rose water on my love altars.
That's interesting. You really can enchant. You can enchant probably a piece of jewelry.
I
What else?
do.
What else do you enchant?
Like doing so much love work and glamour, it changed my look. I don't know how to explain it. If I show you a picture how I used to look years ago, you can you could see the biggest transformation ever. I look so different that you can't even believe that was me.
Well,
And
love,
I think
love
it's
to see a
because
photo.
I do so much love work and glamour. I even like um reverse my age. Like, I look younger now than before.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So I see another question. 1 second. Here
Mm-hmm.
we go. Ah, very nice. can you use Florida water for love during spell or only for protection? Good question.
I don't use Florida water for love spell, only if it's for cleansing love spell. To cleanse you, to unbreak roads for love, for blockage. For love spell, I mostly use rose water or lavender water.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
So, what other colognes do you use
Oh, come
for
to
the?
me. I use come
Okay.
to me, love me, irresistible, freedom.
Oh,
I have so many. I make my own also. I make my.
that's right. Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's great.
And then with the, let's say you the kind of water, you could put like little droplets of the oil you want, like whatever oil you want, like a love me oil, come to me oil. You could mix that in, and you could do that with your shampoo too, right?
Mhm.
And body wash. You put a little bit of those drops of oil in your body wash or in your shampoo, and the
Hmm.
smell is toxicating, and it brings it to you. It's like you're a magnet for love.
Oh, great.
Mm-hmm.
So, where do you get like come to me? Where do you usually get this from?
I usually get it. I get it from Lady Rhea when she has it. I go to the Botanicas, or I make my own.
What's in it when you make your own?
When I make my own, I put like different kinds of oils. Like, okay, I have these 3 oils that I mix together. I'm gonna give you an example. Like, I put, it's called Love is Love oil. That's the name of it. I put Promise because I want commitment. You're gonna laugh, and there's an oil that I use that's called pussy oil. So I made, so you mix all that up because that you want them to only want you only want love, and you want commitment. So I mixed it all up that, and I put rose water in there, and I use this as an oil. And and my oils, I put crystals in it, and I put herbs in it.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And you also sell your own oils, correct?
Yes, I sell my my oils, my baths. Now I'm into doing powder, roll-on oils. I sell candles. I do a lot of things.
Yeah.
Emoji bags,
And
everything.
you also read. I'm going to put your this is your reader. Here we go. That's you. Here's you on Esoteric Guides because you're going to be available for readings after this show.
Yeah.
So great.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Let's see if another opportunity for a free reading. Anyone? Maybe you could do a general reading for everyone in the room. How's that? Like,
Okay.
what's our expectation of love
Okay. We're gonna do.
in 2021? And how do we get there?
I like this. There's no echo, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What I see, like for a general reading, you need to surrender. You need to surrender and let go of all the toxic behaviors from your past relationship. This is meaning cutting off the cords for the new love could come in. I see a lot of people for this year, they're going to get commitment of what they want. I see by whoever this is for anyone, I see a lot of love happening in spring, like in between April. I'm seeing that's the time that's going to be coming. A lot of people's going to be talking about getting a lot of love coming in. Also, we also got to work on their the dark night, there are dark shadows. There's too many people, they have to work on themselves and heal themselves before they could go forward. And that makes some people stuck. They're getting them stuck to go further, more further love to come into your life. You know, as soon as you unstuck that, everything is gonna come in. So this is going to be the time of year where everyone's going to be waking up of what they want in their life. Like they feel numb. They feel like numb a lot, but this year is going to be like they're going to wake up. I guess everybody's going to be waking up of everything that has been happening with COVID and everything. That's like a lot of a reality check for everyone. Like this is when you more see, you're more grateful of what you have. Everybody's waking up and noticing that, like they taking serious side in some of the relationships wise, like, you know, look how this person was with me, good and bad. They thinking more differently than before. I see also a lot of divine feminine. There's going to be a lot of offers. There's going to be a lot of offers of experience for relationships. It's going to be good. Also, I see the grief is going to be letting out maybe by July. Less grief and everything might be going back to normal again, maybe by in the summertime. I see there's a lot of lessons and regrets that we have to learn this year. And you have to learn how to balance your life. Like, be more taking care of yourself, be more loving yourself, know your worth. I see you have to do more lessons to know your worth. Work on yourself, and when you work on yourself, you will receive everything that you want in your life and desire. You know, new direction, new way of thinking that's going to be happening this year. There's a lot of patience that we have to work on. A lot of patience, and you know, a lot of people I see that have to be cut out of their toxic, too many toxic relationships from this year. That's going to be, it's going to be waking them up, and it's going to be all separation. Like they're going to start awakening. This that we've been through is making us think a different way now, thinking ways with value, thinking ways like, I don't need this. Like, I've been through enough, you know, I'm worrying and everything. They want more. A lot of people want more for a relationship. So a lot of people I see too, they took this time learning about yourself. You learned. You're now, there's things that you know about your life that you never knew before. You know how to be home now, be happy now. You know, you're learning to love yourself more now. You're working on yourself so much more that by the time we get back to normal, like in July, everything is going to be more beautiful, more traction coming, more better in your life coming, because you've been through hell, and then you're going to be good for happiness coming. I see it again. The summer card came a lot. That's a lot of, so I guess a lot of summer love, a lot of people going to be more loving, more relationships coming a lot in the summertime. And again, just love yourself a lot, love yourself, and opening your own roads. Everyone's going to be releasing. This is a time of releasing. This is the year of releasing everything that you want to banish away, and everything toxic from your life, and only start thinking positive now. It's more positive. The world is going to be getting better. Things are going to be getting in a better direction. You know, a lot of worse, bad things has coming this year, but this year is going to be a little bit better for us. Mm-hmm.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. We have another question from Anthony. Is there anything you can suggest to help someone love themselves more than they do?
Yeah. What you can do also, I do a lot of meditation. I have learned to love myself through meditation a lot. I listen to meditation a lot when I'm sleeping, and then those words stay stuck in my head. And like I have a manifestation book on myself only. You know, I manifest how I want to feel, and I manifest that I'm worthy of love, that I'm worthy. I manifest so many things for me. And also I work on healing candles. I do a lot of healing on myself. Like, let's make an example. I get a female candle, right? Or if it's a male, one another. You write what you want. You want to write what you want vanish in your life, because for you can heal, or you want how you want to feel. You put the candle right there, then you put Pacific, like, oils and everything, and I put Pacific oils and I run it through the head from the crown of the candle, for it could get inside the brain, and the intention go starting from the crown of your head all the way down to your feet, because I want to feel better, and I want to banish all the negativity out of my body. And I say that I want more confidence, I want more self-love, I love myself, I am worthy of myself, I am worthy of love, I am. I use a lot of I am when I'm working on myself, and that has been working for me. So, you work on yourself and you dedicate that time for yourself only. And, you concentrate on yourself, because sometimes we work so much for other people, we forget about us. We forget to work about ourselves. And it's important to work on us.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you, Daisy, for that answer.
Mm-hmm.
We have another question from Deirdre. What
Okay.
do you see with my relationship in 2021?
Okay. Hi, Deidre. Okay. What I see for 2021, your relationship, there's a lot of healing that this relationship needs. It comes a lot from home, but it's going to be a journey. It's going to be a journey that you and your Pacific one needs to do healing together. He can, like, let go, and he's hiding and masking a lot of his feelings. He needs to let it out, for he could start fresh. He hasn't let it out, and he just can't deal with it. He's working on everything else except dealing with the problem, and it's hard for him to deal with that problem, and he feels like he's alone. So every time he feels like that, the problem is coming closer and closer for him to heal, he runs. Like, he shuts down, he totally shuts everything down, right? So he needs to be nourished. He needs to be you telling him, I'm there for you. It's okay, baby. You will get over it. He needs to feel that, compassion from you, for him to try and let go. Because as soon as he starts that healing and he lets go of that, your relationship will be fine. So right now it's like in a pause, like in a stuck, because he can't deal with his feelings. He don't know how, and he don't want to deal with it, because then if he deals with it, he knows it happened, and he just don't want to deal with it right now. I see you settling down. You're right now in a yo-yo, like wondering what's happening to this relationship, and you're trying to work on it. But this is a lesson that you'll both learn, how to take care of each other. You have to try and balance him and help him from his dark and his lightness right now from his life. Give him time. Give him time. He'll be better. Give him time. He just right now he don't know how to deal. He don't know how to deal with it right now. And you feel like it's in a pause, and you're getting really anxiety and overthinking about your relationship. You two have big goals, and you want that journey to keep going. The talk about the memories. Talk about, when you first met. Bring back that loving feeling right now, because that's what he needs. He needs a lot of love right now. And he'll start waking up. As you start waking up, as you give him more love and talk, maybe you need to it's hard to go away, but maybe you need to spend more alone time, more time together, because right now it's like you feel stuck. You need more time to be alone. And your relationship will go back to normal. It will get back to normal. You know, right now he's just busy observing and everything. He sees you. He does love you. It's true love there. And he knows he will make that offer with you about, you know, the marriage. I do see the offer that you will get married, but right now he's indecisive and he doesn't want to give you, you know, give his all until he fixes himself up. You know, your vibration is kind of low. You need to higher that vibration of yours, because you're constantly getting nervous and it's getting you sick and anxiety. You need to higher your vibration, start thinking positive, for everything could come. And as soon as you do that, everything is going to come and receive well, you know. And when you're together, you feel like your souls entwined. But right now, like, your communication is stuck. Just don't worry about it. Everything's gonna come, but you have to give it time. Like, give him like 4 or 5 months from now, but just be there for him. He just can't deal with what's happening. You know, I see true love here. I see you gonna be marriage down the future. I see great things for you guys. Take this moment to love yourself more. You know, I know you feel a little lonely sometimes because of what's going on, but don't worry. He sometimes regrets how he's acting, and he regrets like he can't come forward with you, and then sometimes you feel alone. But he will wake up. You just release all that nervousness that you're getting, because sometimes you mirror that feeling, and he feels that, and he acts the same. Just more into yourself, work more into yourself, and be more compassionate to him, and he will open up, and he will finally, he will finally start to heal. He just can't let go of what happened. He feels alone. He feels alone right now. So I see he's in fear. I see things getting better, maybe by May. It'll get better, so you could calm down. And your marriage is coming, so you could calm down. Your marriage is coming. You know, you're in fear that the marriage won't happen. Don't think that way, okay? Because you're making your own spells. Okay, you think that you're married already, and it happened. Okay, so start changing the way you think, and you know, everything looks good. Okay, Desiree?
Beautiful reading, Daisy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, we're running out of time.
Okay.
We have time for maybe one more question, or maybe some parting words. Anyone else have a question or a reading request? Let's see. No, I think it's okay. Well, we can, yeah. So Daisy, if you want to give some parting words on seduction and how to seduce your
Why don't I end it off like what they should do prior date? Okay.
Sounds great.
So, okay. What it's good, you get one of these. You could use red or pink, right? So this is good to do before you go on your date. Or if it's going to be a passionate one, you light it while he's there. So what is good to do here is first you write your attention or your Pacific person's name and the date of birth. And, you know, you write what you want to happen on the date. You know, if you want him to call you, if you want him to be passionate, if you want him to get a relationship, if you want a good day, or if you want a special bond, you write anything that you want in the candle, right? So then, like I said, you have cinnamon. I put honey first, right? For me, I always taste the honey before I use it. So I will take honey and taste it first, and take the honey and put it all over the candle, right? The oil, I already put love oil before, but then I put the honey there. Then I would take cinnamon and the sugar and a special powder that I did, right? And I mix it all together, right? And I put it wherever I have it. It's good to put wax paper or something. I put it there, right? And I roll it all over this, And then I will take roses, crushed roses, dry roses, and I put it all over the candle, right? Then I will put it in here, right? I will put it in here. Then I will take an incense stick, right? And I will do circling motions all over the candle, all over, because I'm circling love. I'm circling love, and I'm circling. As I'm circling, I'm wishing what's happening. I'm wishing what's happening. By the movement and the air and everything, I'm making energy. I'm making energy, so my magic is flowing, right? So I do all of that, and then I light the candle, and I put roses all over it and a drizzle of honey, and that's how I do before I go on a date, or if I want a good passionate night. And I put crystals over it.
Beautiful. So you light that before the date and you keep it burning during the date.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes. It works out good. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Real good.
Beautiful. Well, any other questions? Can you use it for sexy wax? What is sexy wax? You mean, oh, I see. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to address that?
What they said?
Can you use it for sexy wax? That's from Monique.
Yes.
The candle dripping.
There is things that you can do sex magic with the candle. Is it PG?
No, it can be X-rated, no problem.
Okay. If you really want them to think about you and you want them to come right now, you take this. Okay, you play with yourself and you take your fluids and you put it all over your candle and you burn it. And they feel that desire. And they think about you, and then you can make them really come to you that way. That's a little voodoo.
Thank you. But I think Monique also was asking about, I think maybe sexy wax, like maybe using the candle maybe during lovemaking. Could that be a question? Like in other words, dripping the wax on someone maybe?
On someone? Yeah, you can do that. That's really kinky. Yeah, you can do that, but I've never really not do that.
No. So with the spell candle, she's saying, like, can you actually take the spell candle and actually use it during maybe a lovemaking ritual to drip wax on somebody?
You can do it, but if you're trying to do it with your partner, that partner needs to be the specific person needs to be willing to do that also with you. There's a lot of sex magic you can do when you're with your person. Yeah, you can manifest anything that you want while you orgasm.
By thinking of that during the orgasm, correct?
As soon as you're hitting that orgasm, you concentrate something. It's hard, but you concentrate and you manifest what you want and you stare. And when you manifest real powerful is when you both come at the same time. At the same time.
And your partner doesn't have to be aware of that.
Your partner doesn't need to know, but sometimes I'm lucky. My partner don't care. He'll do sex magic.
That's helpful. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Yeah, thank you, Daisy.
Mm-hmm.
If there's no other questions, I think we're going to close the room. I appreciate it. It was a very fascinating conversation.
Thank you for having me on.
Yeah,
I hope everybody enjoyed it. And if you want a more depth reading, you know where to find me, which site.
Yeah, absolutely. And we look forward to your next show. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.